Welcome. Thank you for joining Stuart and I on today's webinar, The Concepts for Agile Merchandising. I'm Jeff Dillon. Stuart Greengard is with me. We'll be discussing these concepts and some action steps surrounding them. First of all, I want Stuart to cover a little bit of housekeeping with us, please.
All right, we're going to mute all users to reduce background noise. So if you do have a question, you could enter it in the Q&A window and hit send. And we'll also have a question and answer period the last 10 or 15 minutes. We're recording this webinar, and all this recording and other webinars we've done are available on YouTube. If you go to Cognizant Softvision YouTube, click on Playlist Webinars, and you could view the full playlist and see all of them there.
So we're going to talk about Agile merchandising and what we mean by that. We're going to talk about some things that you can be and should be doing in today's environment, but certainly at any time to optimize your inventory. Stuart will share some recent customer stories and observations he's making as he speaks with the customers in the field. And then I'll describe Cognizant Softvision Suite, give you an overview of what we offer. The news these days is like no other era. It's overwhelming in many ways. Cute saying I heard, you're not working from home, you're at home during a crisis trying to work. We are all familiar with what our offices used to look like and how most of us are conducting business now. With all that's going on, what can we do to shore up our supply chain? Agile merchandising. Our definition is implementing demand planning adjustments to then be able to assess your inventory position efficiently. Inventory position means different things. It means your current on hand. It means your on order, your excess, your shortages. Processes need to be in place to quickly and efficiently be able to assess these inventory positions so that we can act on them. Did you have a comment, Stuart?
Yeah, you need to check with your suppliers on your open purchase orders and find alternate sourcing if any shipments are delayed, especially from China. So many companies, they shifted their orders from China due to the tariffs, which actually happened before the pandemic. So they're in a better position now, but delays are still happening globally. And for excess, either cancel orders if possible, but also promote slow-moving products on the web with sale prices to generate revenue at this time.
Good feedback, Stuart. Thank you. And why is Agile merchandising important? Certainly in these times, as Stuart mentioned, but a lot was going on even before the pandemic. And to Stuart's point, the shifting of sourcing from China to other countries, you've always got to have efficient visibility into your inventory position. And that really emphasizes Agile merchandising. And again, we're certainly in unprecedented times, but I feel that the processes we put in place now to react to today's conditions will pay dividends in the future and allow us to be more nimble then also. What do we need to do to execute the concepts of Agile merchandising? It's a little cliche, but I do believe that communicating internally now at all levels, cross-departmentally, is more important than ever. The cute little working from home pictures were intended to convey that communication is different now. It could be better, it could be worse, but really focusing on making business decisions near term and long term collaboratively is more important than ever. And why is that? We need quick demand planning decisions so that we can make quick inventory optimization actions. We need to be able to mark things down, cancel POs, issue more POs as quickly as possible. Are there changes in our merchandise assortment that are important now? Anticipating the customer's demand of the items you're offering is a continuous iterative process, and you need to look near term and long term. How does the change in demand plan affect my inventory position, which then allows the assessment to execute agile merchandising? I need to add to my assortment. I need to remove from my assortment. I need to mark down. I need to cancel. I need to issue. All of these tasks associated with merchandising must be done quickly. Purchasing strategy could be reevaluated now. We may collaboratively decide to issue more POs for these PPE items, personal protection items that are flying off the shelves now. The big question is, will that continue? And for how long and for when? And that's not the only category, but there's others where we may choose to take a stand. There may be other categories or even fringe items within my entire assortment where we decide to cancel all POs and hold off receiving any of them to reduce the burden on inbound and receiving dock for some period of time. And if I don't cancel them, I may push them off. But really taking a step back of every PO I issue, is it the right quantity at the right time under these current conditions? It's a disruptive era. You know, are we in this for 2 more weeks or 10 more weeks? But we need to be efficient and resilient and keep positive and certainly keep safe as we navigate these uncharted waters. Stuart's going to share some firsthand experiences now that he's engaging with our customers, talking about the challenges they're facing today. Stuart?
Jeff, the feedback we receive from our customers on recent demand varies based on the different product categories. So we have one customer that sells home furnishings, and they're seeing steady sales overall, but also a spike in pool and patio products. And that makes sense since people are not traveling, they're not going on vacations, and they're working on improving their own backyard. Basically.
And heck, Stuart, even our spring weather is unprecedented, at least in the Mid-Atlantic. Our spring is a month earlier, and I guarantee if nothing else was going on in the world, we'd be talking about that.
That's true. Another customer is experiencing a dramatic increase in their food categories. So they're working to expedite their open purchase orders and also place new orders with their suppliers. So that's critical, especially with these food categories, because some of them have a short shelf life and they need to work to rotate their stock. Now, another customer is seeing a shift in demand. They're seeing apparel sales in a sharp decline, but home goods are selling steady. So they're making adjustments to their short-term planning and purchasing, but this trend also may continue in the long term as well. So overall, the performance that we're seeing from our customers follows the current trend of many retail companies, as more and more people are working from home. And this may continue in the long term because some sources believe there may be a permanent shift to telecommuting. And companies, they'll have to adjust to that and make policy changes and provide technology to their employees. So you have to think both short-term and long-term, making these changes and adjustments.
Thank you, Stuart. That's all very interesting. And I encourage you, the audience, to reflect on, what's your story? What is the impact right now? How long will these trends continue? Another customer story, we've got a business-to-business customer who's converting their factory over to support for the cause, making masks and so forth. So, and we've got other customers that are letting their DCs be used to help transition and transfer merchandise for frontline healthcare staff. So, survival is certainly on many people's minds, but being agile and adaptable is very important as well. A few quick takeaways. How do we adapt to these times? Communicate. I think I've shared my position there, but I really encourage you to create unique and different ways to assure that decision makers and cross-departmental collaborative decisions are being made at this stage. Adjust your demand plan. Adjust it up, down, left, right, categorically, from the bottom up, tops down, to, as always, best anticipate the demand from your customers and think about it short-term and long-term. And then act. Execute agile merchandising. Quickly find those items that are now shifting to excess and push out those POs, cancel those POs, and if they're on your shelf, mark them down in season to retain as much margin as possible. And at the same time, chase the runners. And with my purchasing strategy comment, chase them, but don't chase them so much that you get stuck with them at the end of this. And that's the big magic ball for all of us in this inventory optimization world.
Yeah, Jeff, the important thing is for departments to work together and communicate. That's true every time, but especially now during these times.
Absolutely. And we hear that with our customers over and over again. The interdepartmental dynamics, I'll say, are often alive and well. We need to really tighten that up these days. Cognizant, Softvision, Suite. How do we help support these actions? Certainly, key staff members such as Stuart, as one of our product consultants, and his colleagues are available to our customers all the time to consult on conditions, business topics, and certainly the use of our applications. We offer integrated processes to support these actions: merchandise financial planning, demand planning, inventory modeling. And I'll read our tagline. We provide comprehensive multi-channel planning solutions for the diverse retail community, using the latest technologies and methods to enable our clients to have the right product in the right place at the right time. I think that fits us quite well. We take data from your enterprise. We take your key item attributes and certainly your sales history and facilitate merchandise financial planning, assortment planning, demand planning, the agile merchandising piece of inventory optimization, where I can quickly ascertain my inventory position. And then we consummate all of this information into supply chain actions. We can issue POs, we can issue transfer orders, we can issue allocations and replenishment. So we do offer the full circle. Just a few weeks ago, Forrester announced us as strong performers in their retail planning Q1 report. We're very excited and proud that they have acknowledged us in this way. Stuart's going to cover a couple more highlights that are gained by working with us, and then we'll go to Q&A.
Thanks, Jeff. At Softvision, we listen to the needs of our customers, we respond to their requests, and we also provide business guidance. Jeff said our consultants have many years' experience in retail companies in merchandise planning, forecasting, and inventory management. We have 2 upgrades each year with enhancements going out to all users of the Softvision suite. We have a monthly webinar on different topics. They're also recorded on YouTube on that same channel, and they provide training on using the software for maximum results. We have a user conference every 18 months. The last was this past February in Orlando, and it's a great way for users to network with us and each other. We provide training, and we also have workshops to address business situations and provide solutions. Many of our customers have seen increased fulfillment and balanced inventories using our software. And we have a high return on investment in productivity, fulfillment, and also reducing overstocks.
Thank you, Stuart. I appreciate you sharing that. We'll open the floor now for any additional questions or comments. And otherwise, I certainly encourage you to reach out to me, jeff.dillon@cognizant.com, if you have further questions or comments on this or any other topic. We'll hang out another minute, see if there's any other questions. Otherwise, thank you for joining us. We intended to keep this brief, but do stay safe.